We are creeping towards the 200,000 mark, and we've had a really amazing week for people subscribing. I think when we hit 200,000, we're going to have to do some form of physical giveaway. I won't say exactly what that's going to be, but yeah, we'll have to do something a bit special. So if you enjoy the channel, then do consider sticking around. Look, we're not addicted to sales. We're just spending to save. Yeah. Today we have another sales video for you. It's the best sales that you can buy this week, in our opinion, the top 10, as well as 2 you should definitely avoid. Now if you didn't catch it, I'm going to pop a link to our last sales video because loads of those are still live. And we also snuck in a cheeky Cubic game sale video yesterday, so try and catch that. I'll pop a link to that as well. As if your backlog is ever going to forgive you, at least we still give away some free games to save your wallet a bit. If you check the top pinned comment, you'll see the winner from the last sales video. Alright, let's make it a good one. What's on sale this week? Let's find out. Rocking its lowest ever price is The Gardens Between. This is a lovely little adventure game. Each little stage is a puzzler that requires you to shift time back and forward to complete it, but it's built around this relationship between these two best friends. It's quite a short one, you're looking about 3 or 4 hours, so nothing overly taxing. It's won tons of awards, this one, mainly for that interesting gameplay mechanic alongside an excellent story that's told in a dreamlike manner. It's really good. It's got a 1.6 gigabyte download, and that goes on until September the 8th. Wait, alright, let's just get it out of the way. Yes, this is Mark, I'm on camera. I'm wearing an awesome Tyrell Corporation t-shirt. Today's sponsor is a company called Innertech, who have the Innertech Ultimate Protect case. The Innertech case, if I can show you, you've obviously got the space for your Switch, and this is made of, like, I don't know what this is, but I want my bed made out of it. It's super soft. All your cartridges, if you're a physical gamer, can go in there. There's 12 spaces in there for those. It's got a waterproof membrane on it, so water kind of runs off of it, which my my baby boy demonstrated, but we probably don't want that in an advert. Now, Innertech have launched their campaign. I'll pop a link in the top pinned comment. You can get this for $25, or your regional equivalent, which is half of its usual $50 price tag. That early bird campaign has just gone live, and I've had a look, and it's already about 1/5 of the way taken in terms of people having put their backing on this one. Check out those links down in the description. Hopefully it's not too weird seeing me. And thanks to Innertech for sponsoring this video. I'm going to arrive quickly with my hidden gem of the week, and it's Luca, Born of a Dream. You might look at this and think, what on earth? What are you thinking? But it's a brilliant action RPG with obviously a very interesting, unique visual style. You can mix and match your different moves to create your own combos, as well as befriending familiars and using their magics and personalizing your character. There's a dodge mechanic here, loads of different moves like a parry and vampiric attacks. But what's very cool is there's a rewind ability, so you can go back to retry battles that didn't go quite your way. I played this when it first came out. I haven't played it since, mainly because too many sales. But yeah, it's definitely a hidden gem. Great game. And at £3.66, that's 66% off until August the 28th, and it has a download of 1.3 gigs. I know loads of you quite enjoy our All Patched Up series that I do, and one of the games that we mentioned in the last episode was actually Winbound. Now, Winbound launched in quite a, how best to describe it, I knew it was going to be a good game, but it was a bit lacking in terms of overall content, and they've added tons into the game. They've patched it up massively. It now has new things that you can build, new equipment, new uses for the equipment that you've got, and they added in an endless sailing mode as well. The whole adventure centers around your boat, so it's modular. You can add different levels to it, you can add fires, you can add crafting areas, and then as many sails as you can fit on there, and then off you go. Now, it's 1.3 gigs. All of these games seem to be about a gig, nothing massive, but it's 50% off at the moment. That's £12.49, and that goes on until August the 24th. Some decent ones this week. Next we've got Naruto Boy. I wish we'd have been able to review this one, but we just ran out of time. There was too much going on at that time, and this is the cheapest it's ever been. It's an action adventure in a traditional sense, but with some lovely visuals and some incredible boss fights as well. It's got a lovely soundtrack in it, and the developer kind of make the joke that this game actually has an end. I think that might be reference to the amount of roguelites we have. No hate on roguelites, I love them. but I also do see the benefit to sometimes having a start, middle and an end, and this time you're looking at about 9 to 10 hours to do that. It's half price, taking it down to a tenner, and that goes on all the way till September the 9th. Then you've got the pixel Pokemon-like Monster Sanctuary, where you start out by choosing one of, I think it's 4 different animal species as your companion, and then as you go through the world battling monsters, you can recruit some of them to then fight for you. You can upgrade and skill them up, and I'll be honest, I think this is better than most of the recent Pokemon offerings we've had. We have a full review of it on the channel as well. If you want to check that out, I'll pop a link in the top comment. It's a long one. It's about 40 to 60 hours of gameplay, and of the people that seem to have gone and played it and come back to us, most of them have said they had a really good time. And there is an online mode as well where you can go and battle some other people. A lovely little game and well worth picking up. It's £10.71, that's 33% off, and that's until September the 9th. Next up, we've got Neoverse Trinity Edition, which we actually did a sponsored video for way back in the day. Now this is half price and it will appeal to anyone who likes Slay the Spire. They literally took the best elements of that game and made a game with a slightly different visual aesthetic. Regardless really of whether you like this visual style, it's a very good game. There are 300 different cards, there's over 100 different skills. You've got 3 characters to choose from, and there are 70 different types of monster, including boss monsters. Once you get to grips with the mechanics, it's just super addictive. I think my main gripe, or the thing that I didn't like most, was the UI. So the UI elements, let's be honest, look at them, they look a little bit mobile, don't they? But the core game and the gameplay, man, super addictive. It's September the 8th that one ends, so you've got quite a bit of time. It has a download of 4 gigs, and it's one you could plow some serious hours into. Isn't it weird how some games you can start out not really liking that much, and then after, I don't know, it can sometimes be like 6 months. You gradually like them more and more until they reach a stage where you kind of love them a little bit. And I think Blasphemous for me is one of those. It's got its flaws, it's not perfect, there's quite a bit of backtracking to be done, but it does that hack and slash really well. And it's in a world that, although I'd never want to live there, it's kind of has an atmosphere all of its own. It's one of those games where you feel that as you play. There are some brutal executions in here as well, and you can customize your build to try and make those boss battles that little bit easier. My sequel senses are tingling on this series as well. Feels like I can just imagine them beavering away in the background, because they're onto something good, but I think they could be onto something absolutely incredible with the sequel. This is 60% off, and that's until September the 9th. Another one that I know doesn't get much love, but did, I think, a little bit from my pal over at Switch Corner, is Nexumon Extinction. I couldn't say extinction at all there. Nexumon Extinction. It's another one where you have that Pokemon collecting mechanic, and there are over 350 different Nexumon that you can actually collect and tame and then have fight for you. And they also have numerous different evolutions. The gist of it goes that there are rogue ones around the land causing all kinds of grief, and then you rock up and try and help them out. There are different trainers that you'll fight against, and yeah, look, it's Pokemon. But again, it's another one that's probably better than the current mainline Pokemon games. Very good, well worth that price. Loads and loads of hours of gameplay here, like probably 50 to 100 if you want to do absolutely everything. And that sale goes on until August the 27th. It's 33% off and certainly worth a pickup. The kids' pick this week then, and I'm pretty proud of this one, is Quest Hunter. Now, this is the game I used to teach my 2 kids how to play action RPGs, and it's just the perfect pick up and play action RPG. It is story driven. There's co-op for up to 4 of you on screen at the same time. Some of the dungeons are randomly generated, and some of the world seems to be handcrafted. There's loads of different skills, quests, puzzles, you're constantly feeling rewarded. There's loads of treasure and trophies, and some boss fights as well. It's just a really fun little game, especially for the younger ones. Everything's laid out nicely, it looks decent, and it's got a nice little soundtrack. This one at the moment is 65% off until August the 30th. So if you're after a reasonably, not easy, but reasonably accessible action RPG, then this might be the one. It's about 20 hours long as well, so it's a decent length, and has the offline and online 1 to 4 player. Do you remember Sid Meier's Pirates back in the day? Yeah, Man, what a game. Well, my final hidden gem is Under the Jolly Roger. It's very, very similar to Sid Meier's Pirates. Now, I don't think anything can really compete with that in terms of overall quality, but this is a pirate action RPG. You can plunder different ships, you can take them over and then trade off your old ones. You can do runs selling sugarcane or, well, just hundreds of different quests that are available as well. And there are also like legendary pirates that you can go and hunt down. It's a very good game. I had a lot of fun with it. It's, you know, some of these smaller indie games, they do some things better than others. I thought the ship-based like naval combat was decent, and apologies if if my accent made ship sound a little bit dodgy, but yeah, I thought the ship-based combat was excellent, and some of the quests were good, and I believe developer Lions Shade have put in a few patches as well. So yeah, I mean, for this price, I wouldn't be upset at all. It's 40% off, and that's until September the 9th. And now it's time to look at 2 games you should avoid, because they remind me of the time Glen reviewed Go Fish in 3D. Link in the top pinned comment, you should really watch that. The first of them then, and I can feel Fortnite shaking in its boots. It's Caterpillar Royale. Well, I don't really know what to say here. It's caterpillars, and you have to eat food and grow your caterpillar. A bit like that game Snake back on your 3210. It's got 3 different game modes: mission, mini, soccer, and obstacle course, and each of them are worse than the last. It's shovelware, absolutely shovelware, through and through. Let's move on. We have Easy Flight Simulator, with the blurb going, have you ever dreamed to take command of fantastic planes like jet, super jumbo, cargo or stunt plane? It goes on to say that this is a real flight simulator with commands designed to be easily taken over at all age. They did not bet on me flying. My goodness, what a load of rubbish. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do leave your comments down below. Let us know what you've been playing as well. Are you looking forward to some of the big games this week like Baldo, No More Heroes? Man, we got a lot of reviews and videos and whatnot. Glen is away, so I will be beasting it all week. So let's make sure it is a bloody good one. Alright. Thanks so much for watching, to all of our patrons and all that, and we'll also hopefully be enabling channel membership soon, but I'm trying to make really nice emojis. I don't want to do it until they look amazing, so it's taking me ages. So yeah, for all things Switch, all the time, keep it Switch up. Cheers guys, see ya!